Well, you may be one of the many people that have tried just about everything to shed a few pounds, but it just doesn't seem like anything works. Well, our next guest may be able to help you. Dr. Fabricio Alarcon is the owner of Healthy Outcomes Weight Loss Center in Georgetown. Thank you so much for
Thank you for inviting me
today. It's great to have you here. Now, you specialize in bariatric medicine. Explain what that is to me.
Bariatric medicine is a medical specialty that is on the rise in America because of the obesity crisis we are going through. You know, we focus mostly on nutrition, metabolism, behavior, physical activity, and exercise. A lot of people tend to think that we are surgeons. There is bariatric surgery, which is a completely different specialty.
Okay.
We focus on the medical aspect of weight loss. As the best way probably to understand is if you think a lot of people have tried one way or another to diet, and two people can do the same diet, but it doesn't work for everybody. You know, one diet can work for one person. His best friend does exactly the same diet, does the same physical activity. One loses weight, the other one doesn't. What does it tell you is that everybody's different. Everybody's unique. Everybody has its own metabolism problems, hormone problems, right, brain chemicals that control your appetite. So our role is to identify those factors that are making you either gain weight or prevent you from losing weight. And so once we identify that, we can design the right plan for you.
So those factors are basically different for almost everyone.
Correct, and that's why, as I said, you know, not everybody loses weight with the same diet. You know, there is not one diet that works for everybody.
Okay, so one of the points, if I understand correctly, that you try to get across, when it comes to losing weight, it's more than just a healthy metabolism. Your brain is actually involved too.
Your brain and metabolism are probably the most important things when you're trying to lose weight. Understanding how that works can help you tremendously. Everybody does something different. If you eat something, your body will do something with that food that you eat.
Right.
And that's called metabolism. That's what your body does, how it processes the calories and the nutrients that you eat. But your brain, as you said, also plays a major role in this. Your brain pretty much is going to tell you what to eat, when to eat it, how to eat it, whether you're going to like it or not, cravings and things like that.
Now, your approach is that food can actually be an addiction.
Food can actually be an addiction. We have some patients who actually have signs of true food addiction. We eat for different reasons. We eat because we are hungry, because we crave, because...
We've got a picture up right now of a couple of brain scans. Can you explain to me what it is we're looking at here?
We're looking at as I was saying, your brain controls the way you feel about food, your appetite, by neurochemicals.
Okay.
And one of the most important ones is called dopamine. And dopamine,
it's the feel-good chemical.
Exactly, it's a feel-good chemical, and that's the chemical that also is imbalanced in people who have certain addictions like alcohol, cocaine, smoking, and things like that. Food, if you look at the brain of a person with a true food addiction,
right,
and look at these dopamine feel-good receptors,
yeah,
they look exactly the same as the brain of somebody who is addicted to cocaine or alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that? So I'm guessing here, just from what you're telling me, the left one is another kind of addiction like alcohol or something, and the one on the right is probably the activity of a brain of a food addict.
Right, and if we find those factors that are controlling your eating habits,
right,
you can intervene on those. And it's, as you can imagine now, it's a different strategy for everybody. If the reason why you're gaining weight is hormonal, then we have to fix that.
Right.
If the reason why you're gaining weight is because you have a food addiction, then we have to fix that. So everybody's different, and that's the most important message.
So I hear a lot of discussion about body mass index, the BMI. Is that really an important thing?
BMI is something that is very commonly used to assess how overweight or obese somebody is. BMI is a calculation based on your weight for your height. And it's very helpful, but it's not always perfect.
If my doctor tells me a BMI rating, what would be a normal?
Normal BMI is considered between 18.5 and 25.
Okay.
Anything over 25, between 25 and 30 is overweight, 30 or higher is obese, and there are different grades or classes of obesity.
Okay.
But BMI can also be misleading because, you know, somebody that is very muscular can have the same BMI of somebody that is obese.
So just like everything else, you have to take them individually and consider exactly what their situation is.
And that is body composition. So
There
your
you
body is formed of, adipose tissue or fat, and also lean body mass, which is your muscles and your bones.
Dr. Fabricio Alarcon, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate this. Excellent information for you to carry on with you. Well, up next on Delmar Live, we're going to Delmar Live, at least I can say it right. We're going to talk apps and give you a few suggestions just in case you have to keep the kids occupied for a while. But you don't want to get scammed on your smartphone. What you need to know to make sure that your personal information stays out of the hands of the scammers. Delmarva Live, live at its best here on Delmarva.